Morning everyone, Phil Stevenson, Mortgage Nerd. It's Thursday, August 28th. I'm doing some hurricane preparedness because we have no clue where Hurricane Dorian is going. It could go all the way up the coast of the United States. It could go all the way down to the Florida Keys. They're clueless until Saturday. Let me show you some of what I've done, and then we're going to get into how a hurricane or an impending hurricane affects the mortgage process. So I have two generators. That's my small one there that I use for tailgating at football games. And it's also great for, your phones, TV maybe, a fan, maybe the fridge. I'm not sure. I'd have to look up the wattage. Got my gas tanks filled. The chainsaw over here is working. My big generator is the one that, of course, didn't start, even though I started it a couple months ago, but I just took that to the repair shop. Hopefully it'll be ready by Saturday. Hopefully this hurricane doesn't even turn this way. But again, the real point of this video is not so much hurricane preparedness, but how does it affect the mortgage process? First of all, today, on Thursday, with the hurricane hitting sometime Sunday or Monday, you cannot get an insurance policy bound. So if you did not already bind your insurance policy, you're not closing. You're calling the seller, you're getting an extension, or if it's a refinance, you're waiting. Now here's the other thing that happens. If you already had an appraisal done and the hurricane hits, depending on where it hits, the surrounding counties are gonna have an alert where the appraiser is going to have to come back out to inspect the property and just make sure that there's no damage. That could obviously delay the process a week, 2 weeks, because all the appraisers are going to be busy. If they're working, it's a real pain. Here's something that's unique to refinances. One of my loan officers said to me yesterday, this loan that was a pain, and it finally got it closed, and even after closing there were issues, and it's funding today. So when you refinance, you have a 3-day rescission period, a 3-day right to cancel. This loan is funding today on Thursday. It closed Saturday. The woman went out of town yesterday. The funding is today. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday are the 3 right to cancel days or rescission days. He calls me, he says, Phil, are we gonna fund? I said, gosh, I hope so. Because that loan, you have no idea, a nightmare. So it's funding today. But if it was scheduled to fund on Tuesday, let's say, loan's closing yesterday on Wednesday, which means the rescission period is Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Monday's a holiday, Tuesday's the funding day, we can forget about it. Forget about it. But maybe not. All depends where the hurricane goes, but the lenders might want to be safe and say to all of Florida, you are not funding. If you're buying a property, it's all the same thing. If you're buying and you close today or tomorrow, great. If that's your closing date to get it in for the end of the month. Because it's going to fund on the same day if your insurance is bound and you're scheduled to close. But if you don't, if you're closing next week, well, now we go back to those appraisal issues. We go back to the insurance binding issues. There's a lot to it. If you're in the process, don't get frustrated at whoever you're with because it's out of our control. I mean, it's an act of God, as they say when it comes to the mortgage rules and real estate rules. I told someone who's looking to make offers in the next couple of days on property, I said, make sure you have an addendum in there stating that you could have up to a 2-week extension on any of the deadlines in there, because you don't know if you need an extension on the inspection period because the hurricane might damage something on the property. You don't know if the appraiser has to go back out. You don't know what's going on. So always make sure you have something written in the contract. I'm sure the sellers will work with them, but you never know. That's my tip. Unshaved, wearing my DD214 alumni t-shirt, flip-flops, sweating because it's freaking Miami in August, and another damn hurricane is threatening. So at least I'm prepared and ready to go. I hope you are too. Mortgage Nerd signing out.